that is your Google hacking database. I will share the link in the chat. We have Google hacking database, which also goes by the name exploit DB. Okay, exploit database. So here, this is the database where you will see lot of exploits. Okay, a lot of informations about your target. So if we look at this particular page, now here you can see exploit database. You will have some shell codes, some exploits, some payloads for different vulnerabilities. Okay, so here you can see there are around 45,789 entries for different exploits. Now here you can also search, let's say I know a CVE, okay, and I want to find the exploit for that particular CVE. So what I can do, I can simply search it over here. I can enter the CVE name, and if there is any exploit related to that CVE, we will get it over here. Okay. For example, if I search for let's say Windows, okay. So here you can see now what is happening. I'm getting the results related to your Windows. So what I can do, I can open, let's say this one. This is the code. Okay. This is the code of this particular exploit. This is the instruction that how we will be using this particular exploit. We have the database ID number. Okay. This is the ID number of this exploit. This is a DLL injection. CVE is not available. Who is the author of this particular exploit? Name is Moin Shahabi. Okay. Platform Windows, created on 9/10/2023. You can download this thing also. Okay. Or if you want, you can simply copy the code and run it on your target. So like this, if at our target, if we are finding any vulnerability, okay, at our target, if we are finding any vulnerability, what we can do, we can come to this particular database and we can search for the exploit. Okay, so that we can take advantage of that particular vulnerability. Now here we have exploits option. So if you go to Google hacking, it will give you options for Google Docs. Okay, see, index of in title, in URL, in title, in URL, site. Now last week, last day, I gave you a basic idea that how we can use Google Doc in our day-to-day results. But today, let's see how we can get the results with respect to your hacking perspective. So for example, I want to get login pages on my results. Okay, if I open Google, I want that every results that I'm getting, I should get a login page. Okay, so what we can do, I can write something like in title, I want login. Okay, in title, I want login. So here you can see in the title, what is happening? I'm getting your login. Okay. Similarly, here you can see in the database in title online portal login. So if we open this, Google Doc in title online portal login. Pages containing your login portals. So if we try to open this thing on our Google, what will happen? We will get online portal login of different websites. Okay, of different websites, we will get login pages. How this will be helpful? For example, if I want to do a SQL injection attack, okay, so there are two ways. One is to do it through your URL. One is to directly inject the command on your login page, because login page is always connected to your database. Whenever I enter my credentials, they are getting verified on your database. So if I'm getting results of login pages, now it is more easy for me to simply do my injection attack on these particular websites. Then here you can see there are more Google docking. Okay, these are the categories. These are the authors who have given this particular docs for us. Your Google hacking database. It will also have your shell codes. These are all the shell codes for different platforms created by different authors. Now in your Linux, this exploit DB is already present. It is with the name searchsploit. Here you can see we have a searchsploit menu. So in the Linux, this database exploit DB is already present with the name searchsploit. So if I'm downloading some exploit for my Windows, I can come to this website and search for that. But if I'm looking for some exploit, I can directly look it in the search exploit present in your Linux. We can also install it for your Windows. Here you can see the installation process. We can install it for Windows, Mac OS, in Linux. It is already present. And here is the Git path for this particular tool. If you are a researcher, you can submit your own exploit for a particular vulnerability. So here you can see you have an option of submission. Okay, so you can also submit your own exploit, and if it's get verified, it will be present in the exploit database. Can anyone tell me that what is the title we get when we are opening any IoT device, let's say webcam? If let's say I want to search for open webcams,
So yeah, it's using the operator like define webcams file type.
define, you will get the definition of webcam. File type, you will get a particular file. Okay. So whenever you will have a IoT device, in the URL, you will have something called SHTML, server past HTML. Okay, so do one thing. I will give you guys 5 minutes. Try to find your web results related to your web cameras. Do some research. See, for my home webcam, and the URL I get index.shtml. So I can search for something like in URL. I want something like view slash index dot. This is my index page. So if I search for this, so let's try to open these things. See, I search for this. I'm trying to open the first link. Let's see what we are getting. Here you can see I got an unsecured camera. Let's see what image we are getting for this. This is the dog that I used. One more we can use. We can use something like view.shtml. Now here you can see this is a live feed. You can see people moving. If I point this thing, here you can see this particular person is moving. This one. This is a live feed. You can see this particular plane moving. You can see the shadow of a new plane. You can see a new frame just got into this particular frame. So this is a live feed. Let's see whether location is available or not. If I open this one, let's see what view we are getting. Add your own operators for the keywords that you are looking for and see what results you are getting. This is again a live feed. You can see the timing, and this is the name of the location. I guess it is in Russia or somewhere near to that. This is again a live view of this particular access camera.
If we are accessing randomly to these videos, might be possible that our system got hacked.
Though I'm opening the IPs on the browser, how my system will be hacked. Until and unless I run something on my system from the internet, how will my system get hacked?
You mean, sir, we can access any website through our URL, but if we are not installing some apps, till then we are not compromising our system. Otherwise, we can accessing any website.
Yep, you can access the website, but if that website is downloading some files on your system and you are running that files, that is a big red flag.
Oh, some websites are there. If we are accessing, so it automatically download that.
Yes. 5 years back, if you might have visited torrent or if you were an internet user, on most of the websites, you might have seen that you will get a advertisement that a virus has detected on your system. As soon as you click on that, software will be downloaded. Okay, so basically that was a malware. So until and unless I download something from the internet and run it on my system, I don't have any problem around my system. Okay, so this was your Google Docking. Like this, you can use operators and the keywords that you are looking for. And with the help of that, you can get different results. Now for IoT devices, one more website we have, that is shodan.io. Okay, so another website is shodan.io, search engine for the IoT, Internet of Everything. Beyond the web, monitor network exposure, internet intelligence. This is how you will get the results. For example, if you have a IP for a IoT device, you can search the IP over here. For example, if I search for webcam, these are the results I'm getting for your webcam. Different IPs that are not secured. Total results 7021, 1600 from US, 1000 from China, India 468. What ports are open? Popular ports 8080 on 369 devices, 80 on 153. Organization that are the owner of those particular devices. These are the organizations. Okay. Top products: Apache HTTPD, Yorkcam Webcam Viewer HTTPD. Top operating system on those devices: Windows, Unix, DSM, Ubuntu, QTS. For example, if I open this one, you can see the location Japan, Tokyo. If I open this is the domain of this particular IP. So if I try to open, let's open this. Web technology for that particular IP, AngularJS. What are the vulnerabilities present on that particular device? 3817.2650. See, multiple vulnerabilities are present. And these are the results for open ports. Total ports open, you can see around 15 to 20. Open SSH port 22, this is the version running on that. 23 is open, 80 is open. Now again, this is a paid service. So what we are seeing right now, that is a free version. Okay. So if I open this, let's see whether the website is available or not. Last seen it was on 1910. So today only. Let's see whether we are able to access that thing or not. This is the location on the map. You can see Tokyo. Server not found. Here you can see. Okay, so I'm not able to make connection on this particular IP. Similarly, sometimes you will also see
Sir,
honeypots.
okay.
Okay, sometimes you will also see honeypots that are set by your organization. So here you can see Tencent Cloud Computing Beijing has set a honeypot. If I open this, okay, so basically honeypots you can say are kind of replica of your main server, your production server. It is used just to trap the attackers. That is the purpose of your honeypot. So here again you can see error 503. Last day I told you about the error 503. We are getting a timeout from the server, your Shodan, for this particular IP. Okay, so like this, you can come to this website, Shodan, and you can look for the IPs for the IoT device if you find any on the Google. And this
Sir,
Shodan will tell you that what all ports are open on that IP, okay, what all vulnerabilities are present, what is the web technology used by that, all the details. So not just IoT, you will also find your servers. Okay. You will also find devices like routers, which are exposed to vulnerabilities to outside world. IoT is also part of it. Now, yesterday we were also looking for who.s. So let's see today it is working or not. If I give Amazon, okay, so here you can see it is giving me registrar info, dates related to the certificates, when the certificate will expire, when was the domain first registered on, when was it last updated, what are the name servers, similar domains, your registrar data. Okay. Other than that, we have DNS records. These are the DNS records for Amazon.com. Okay. Then we have diagnostics. Basically, you will do a ping or a tracert. Okay, to check that how many hops are present between Amazon server and my device. Okay, so here you can see for trace route, we are getting the complete path that how request is going from my IP to your target IP. And this is the ping. Since it is replying to your ping request, it means the website is live. So these are the information that we get from who.s database. Okay. DNS records and your registrar information of your IP or the domain. Amazon.com is already registered. If you are interested in buying the domain, you can make a offer over here. Okay. But I don't think they will give us the domain. Now there are few more websites through which we can get information related to your network. Okay. Last time I told you that with respect to the network, we have to understand the network topology, who is records. So here we have seen the website. Website is who.is. IP address of all the reachable systems in the network, domain, subdomains. So who.is was also giving me subdomains, domains related to the IP or the domain I was looking for. Few more websites are present which can help us to get this particular information. One is urlscan.io. Let me paste this one in the chat first. Okay, another website is urlscan.io. Here, what we can do, we can enter a URL and it will do a public scan. And let's see what different results we are getting for that URL. So let's go with facebook.com. Okay, let's do a scan. The submitted domain is on our blacklist. We will not scan it. we got a 400 error. So let's try some other website. I don't know why they have blocked facebook.com. Let's see. Let's wait for the result. In the meantime, use the fast SSL checker to quickly diagnose problems related to your SSL certificate installations. So let's search for a hosted server name. So view write review of digital cert. Okay, so DigiCert has issued the certificate for Amazon. So I can check whether DigiCert CA is present in my certificate option or not. Here you can see view certificates. Do we have DigiCert authorities? Here we have DigiCert. Okay, so if the CA is present, it means if I visit your Amazon.com, it will be a secured connection because certificate is already present in my browser. And this is the info, and this is the chain of your certificates. Okay, interesting website. So we can add it into our notes. Not giving me any results. So let's try for Amazon only. So here you can see all the tools. IP backlist check, who is lookup, ping lookup, IP6 CIDR calculator, 4 CIDR calculator, DNS propagation, my IP address. This is the address. If I want to test for HTTP to link extractor, okay. Czip test, trace route, IP geolocation, HTTP header. Okay, let's try this. So this is the HTTP header info. Content type text HTML, connection keep alive, location amazon.com, server as a server, 301 moved permanently. I told you 3XX for redirection. Yep, interesting website. We have encoder decoder also on this website. This is very useful. Base64 to PNG, PDF, MP3. Random IP generators, random signature generator. Okay. You can generate a password percentage calculator. Okay, really good tool. Now for Amazon, we got the results. Effective URL www.amazon.com. Okay. Summary: this website contacted 26 IPs in 7 countries across 44 domains to perform 320 HTTP transaction, 3XX series redirection. The main IP is this IPv6 located in USA, belongs to Amazon 02. The main domain is amazon.com. Cisco umbrella rank is 639 for this particular domain. TLS certificate issued by your DigiCert, we already seen in our authorities. Domain and IP information, you can see it over here. These are the IP details. We can look at the tree also, domain tree. These are the links related to amazon.com. Certs are also present. So digital certificates are also present for your amazon.com for different subdomains. Here you can see. This is your redirection chain, that how your request was getting redirected. So I told you status 200 means success. So whatever request was made, it was successfully completed by the target. So we got a status code of 200. Okay, so from this website also we are getting a good amount of information related to a domain. So we can also add this thing over here. Then you will see I have a extension. Okay, here you can see I have an extension that goes by the name Vapalizer. What this extension will do, any web page I visit, it will tell me that what technologies are used by that particular web page. Okay, for example, if I visit this Shodan, it will tell me what technologies are used by this particular web page. If I visit your exploit DB, it will tell me what technologies are used by this particular web page. So here you can see for analytics, Google Analytics, JavaScript framework, Vue.js. These are the libraries. These are your UI framework, reverse proxy engine, Nginx, CDN, cookie compliance, cookie bot. Okay. So another interesting extension, you can download it for your browser also, because if I know the web technologies that are used by my target, and sometimes if let's say this particular movement.js with version 2.2.2 is having vulnerability, if I'm getting the version also that which version is being used, so if I do a Google search and if I find that a vulnerability is present for this particular version, my job will be pretty much easy. Okay, so I can target this particular library on this website to try to get into the backend database. Okay, so this extension is also useful just to get to know about the web technologies that are used by your web pages, your webalizer. So this is the link. I will share it in the chat. You can download for your own browser. If not, you can come to this website. You can enter the URL and it will give you the results related to that. See, for Chrome, Firefox, Edge, Safari, HubSpot, Salesforce, and your Android Play Store also you can download. iOS store is also Apple Store is also available. For Gmail also you can download. Okay. So these are the tools which will be working with this particular webalizer. Similarly, one more extension is present, that is your netcraft. Okay, so with Vapalizer, I was getting limited information. Okay, but let's say if I visit this exploitdb page, if I go to my netcraft extension, I will get the rank of this particular website 536, who is the host, when was the domain first seen, August 2010, on which particular country, US. If I click on site report, see, it will analyze the domain for me and it will give me so much info. Background info, network info, hosting history, policy framework, DMARC info for your emails, web trackers, site technologies. So here you can see this is the title, exploit database, first seen on August 2010, language English. This is the description. This is the network information, netblock owner, hosting company, GoDaddy, IPv6, IPv4, organization, offensive security, name server organization, registrar name server name. These are your IPv4 delegation. This is the hosting history of your NetBlock owner. These are the web technologies that are used by this website. Okay, so not just the network info, I'm also getting the web technology info with this particular netcraft. So this is the link. Okay. Again, this is a paid service, but in free service also, you will get a lot of benefit by using this particular extension. How? Let's say I open a website or I open a link that contains some malicious scripts. Okay, let me show you that how this particular netcraft extension will help me block some malicious link. So let's say I try to do a attack. Okay, so right now this particular URL is containing a script. Okay, so now it is a malicious link. If I execute this thing, netcraft extension block this particular page from opening on my browser. The page has been blocked by the netcraft extension. Suspected cross-site scripting attack. Okay, so not just it will give me a site information when I visit a web page, but if I'm opening a malicious domain which is part of this netcraft, okay, if netcraft is able to detect that thing, it will automatically block that URL to open on my browser. So on this website at the bottom you can see you can enter the URL or the IP and you can see the information related to that site. So if I type facebook.com, it will give me information related to your Facebook. Doing a background check, site title, login to Facebook, rank is 10,039. First seen on May 1997. This is a description. This is the network info. This is IP delegation for IPv4 and IPv6. SSL TLS info. Web technologies that are used by that particular site, your Facebook. So you can also download the extension. Why Netcraft? Let's see. apps and extensions, and the resources. Browser protection, mobile protection, email protection. These are some frequent questions. Okay. So if I go for browser protection, available for Opera, Edge, your Firefox, Chrome. What extensions it will help me protect? Phishing sites, fake shop, JavaScript schemers, cryptocurrency miners, and cross-site scripting. These are the 5 things that this particular extension will help me protect on my browser. And I have shown you the example of cross-site scripting, that how it was able to detect that thing and simply block that particular URL to opening in my browser. Okay, so it is also available for your mobile and emails also. You can download the app and it is also available for your email. Okay, so go to this particular netcraft, look for your own organization's URL and see what information you are getting for your organization, whether it is giving you a good detailed or not.